Question 51. What does partnership mean? A. A nice girlfriend-boyfriend. B. A traditional Australian dish. C. Having each other's backs through tough times. Correct answer. C. Having each other's backs through tough time. A partnership is like a team where people or organizations join forces. They work together towards a common goal, sharing resources, responsibilities, and any risks that come up. This teamwork can be formal or informal, existing in business or community settings. The key is that by supporting each other, partners achieve more than they could alone. Question 52. Which social groups receive the same treatment as Christians in Australia? A. Only Buddhists. B. People of all religions. C. Different religions receive different treatment. Correct answer. C. Different religions receive different treatment. Australia is a welcoming place for people of all religions, just like Christians. The law protects everyone's right to practice their faith freely without being treated unfairly. The government treats all citizens equally, whatever their religion or beliefs. However, religious practices must not break Australian laws. Question 53. What is the minimum age to apply for a job in the Australian Public Service? A. 18 years old. B. 22 years old. C. There is no minimum age to apply for a job in the Australian Public Service. Correct answer. C. There is no minimum age to apply for a job in the Australian Public Service. There is no minimum legal age to apply for a job in the Australian Public Service, APS. The legal minimum age for working in Australia varies by state and territory and depends on the type of work. However, it's not a specific requirement for applying to APS jobs. The focus is on your skills, experience, and qualifications to perform the job duties. Question 54. What factors determine an individual's achievements in life? A. Their wealth or background. B. Their hard work and talents. C. Their standing in society or social class. Correct answer. B. Their hard work and talents. What someone achieves in life should be a result of their hard work and talents. Everyone, regardless of their background, is given an equal opportunity to achieve success in life, and ensuring that everyone has the same legal rights is an important aspect of fairness in Australian society. Question 55. What should you do to keep society safe? A. You should report the offenses to the police. B. Hide your friends' crimes to help them. C. Engage in racism on the internet. Correct answer. A. You should report the offenses to the police. In Australia, we each have responsibilities to help protect Australian society. For example, if people in Australia suspect their friend or neighbor may be planning to commit a serious crime, they should report this to Australian government authorities as soon as possible. In this way, we can help to protect the safety of our community. Question 56. In Australia, who has the right to apply for a divorce in court, even if the other spouse wishes to continue the marriage? A. Only the husband. B. Only the wife. C. Either the husband or the wife. Correct answer. C. Either the husband or the wife. Divorce is acceptable in Australia. Either a husband or a wife may apply for a divorce to the courts, even if the other spouse wishes to continue the marriage. If the marriage will never be repaired, either partner may file for divorce under the Family Law Act of 1975. Question 57. What is the responsibility of the Australian government towards its citizens? A. Control their beliefs. B. Control their movements. C. Protect their rights. Correct answer. C. Protect their rights. Protecting citizens' rights is a core function of government. This includes fundamental rights, protecting basic rights like freedom of speech, association, and religion. Safety and security, ensuring the safety of citizens from threats like crime and violence. Access to essential services, providing or facilitating access to healthcare, education, and other essential services. Fair and equal treatment, upholding the law and ensuring everyone is treated fairly before it. Question 58. How is fair go demonstrated in Australian sport? A. We promote involvement and good sportsmanship and provide everyone with an opportunity. B. Only the best and those with lots of advantages get all the glory in sports. C. Winning at all costs is the primary focus, regardless of fairness. Correct answer. We promote involvement and good sportsmanship and provide everyone with an opportunity. Australian sport embodies fair go by promoting everyone's involvement and good sportsmanship. Australia's fair go shows up big time in sports. They encourage everyone to get involved, regardless of their skill level. They even have different groups for different ages and abilities, so it's fair for everyone. This fair go spirit lets everyone enjoy the fun and competition of sports, not just the top athletes. Question 59. Religious laws. A. Have legal status in Australia. B. Have no legal status in Australia. C. Have legal status in Australia in some cases. Correct answer. B. Have no legal status in Australia. Religious laws have no legal status in Australia. Australian law must be followed by everyone in Australia, including where it is different from religious laws. Some religious or cultural practices, such as polygamy, being married to more than one person at the same time, and forced marriage, are against the law in Australia and can result in severe legal penalties, including imprisonment. Question 60. Australian values based on A. Ability to make money. B. Strong religious faith and tolerance. Freedom, respect, fairness, and equality of opportunity. Correct answer. C. Freedom, respect, fairness, and equality of opportunity. Australian values based on freedom, respect, fairness, and equality of opportunity are central to our community remaining a secure, prosperous, and peaceful place to live. These values highlight how important it is to be free to do what you want, treat everyone with respect, be fair and unbiased, and ensure equal access to resources and opportunities for all individuals. Question 61. Which of these statements best demonstrates empathy for those in need in Australian society? A. A feeling of righteousness. B. A thought of peace. C. A spirit of mateship. Correct answer. C. A spirit of mateship. Australians value mateship. In this spirit of mateship, Australia has a strong tradition of community service and volunteering. To look out for each other and strengthen the community. Volunteering is a great opportunity to share knowledge, learn new skills, and increase your integration into and sense of belonging to the Australian community. Question 62. On what principles is Australia's democratic system based? A. Everyone has a rank or position in society. B. People come from all different backgrounds. C. Everyone is equal under Australian law. Correct answer. C. Everyone is equal under Australian law. Australia's democratic system is based on the principle that every individual, regardless of their background, has rights and equality under Australian law. All Australians are expected to treat each other with dignity and respect, regardless of their race, country of origin, gender, sexual orientation, marital status, age, disability, heritage, culture, politics, wealth, or religion. Question 63. From whom can Australians in need expect assistance? A. The King. B. The government. C. The local religious leaders. Correct answer. B. The government. Australians in need can expect assistance primarily from the government. The government's got to help people out when they're struggling. This means offering things like money, healthcare, housing, and even finding jobs. They do this through different programs and offices, so everyone who needs a hand can get it. The government's responsibility is to ensure that all citizens, even those going through difficult circumstances, are doing well. Question 64. What can individuals do to help keep society safe? A. By taking control of the situation on your own. B. By reporting crimes to the police. All of the above. Correct answer. B. By reporting crimes to the police. In Australia, we each have responsibilities to help protect Australian society. For example, if people in Australia suspect their friend or neighbour may be planning to commit a serious crime, they should report this to Australian government authorities as soon as possible. In this way, we can help to protect the safety of our community. Question 65. What do Australians recognize as the most important factor in maintaining a peaceful and orderly society? A. Deep faith. B. Lots of jobs and opportunities. C. Comply with Australian law. Correct answer. C. Comply with Australian law. Australians recognize the importance of laws in maintaining a peaceful and orderly society. All Australians are protected by our laws and legal systems. Laws are the rules we follow to get along, solve problems fairly, and make sure everyone is treated right. Australian laws apply to all people in Australia. Question 66. Which of these statements about spirit of mateship in Australia is false? A. Taking a meal to an elderly neighbor. B. Driving a friend to a medical appointment. C. Not visiting someone who is sick, frail, or lonely. Correct answer. C. Not visiting someone who is sick, frail, or lonely. Australians value mateship. We help each other in times of need. For example, this might mean taking a meal to an elderly neighbor, driving a friend to a medical appointment, or visiting someone who is sick, frail, or lonely. In this spirit of mateship, Australia has a strong tradition of community service and volunteering to look out for each other and strengthen the community. Question 67. Which of the following actions is not considered to undermine Australia's interests and security? A. Using social media to share official government secrets. B. Promoting distrust in and fear of an ethnic community. C. Opposing the policies of politicians or governments. Correct answer. C. Opposing the policies of politicians or governments. Australian society is based on our shared obligations not to undermine Australia's interests and security. For example, using social media to share official government secrets would undermine Australia's interests. Similarly, promoting distrust in and fear of an ethnic community would damage Australian community relations. Question 68. In Australia, people are free to join or leave any group voluntarily as long as A. That group contributes money to the government. B. It is within the law. C. It was recognized by the king. Correct answer. B. It is within the law. In Australia, people are free to join or leave any group voluntarily as long as it is within the law. People are free to join any legal organization, such as a political party, trade union, religious, cultural, or social group. Individuals cannot be compelled to join an organization or forced to leave it. Question 69. In Australia, which of the following is not considered online abuse? A. Sharing sexual photos or videos online without consent. B. Talking with your friends on social networks. C. Stalking a person online. Correct answer. B. Talking with your friends on social networks. Online abuse is not accepted in Australia. This is sometimes called cyber abuse. Examples include sharing sexual photos or videos online without consent, stalking a person online, or making racially abusive comments about a person online. Many forms of cyber abuse are illegal in Australia. Question 70. What does fair go mean? A. What someone achieves in life should be a result of their background or fortune. B. What someone achieves in life should be a result of their hard work and talents. C. In Australian society, there is a class division. Correct answer. B. What someone achieves in life should be a result of their hard work and talents. Fair go means that someone achieves in life should be a result of their hard work and talents. Everyone, regardless of their background, is given an equal opportunity to achieve success in life, and ensuring that everyone has the same legal rights is an important aspect of fairness in Australian society.